we can have a little closer look on the inheritance part here. Like inheritance may be single or multiple inheritance, maybe multi-level inheritance, right? So in this case, if you see animal, okay, apps, terrestrial animals and aquatic animals, again it has been categorized, and then again it is a flying animals and this another one virus. Okay, so we have a concept of multiple inheritance. If you can see this graphics here, so what is happening here? Person imply, so it is a single instance, right? Again it is a multi inheritance. Trainee is a imply and then imply person, right? So it is a multi-level, and this is what, again it is a single inheritance or hierarchical, we can say. So imply is extending from person and customer is also extending from the person, but there is no multiple inheritance here now. So single inheritance means there's a parent and child relationship. So parent is called superclass and child is called subclass. So this is a single inheritance now. This is again single inheritance. In Java we are having wrapper class. So if you remember, there's a number here and then we are having integer, double, long, float, byte, short. All these are the type of under the inheritance of single inheritance. Now we talk about the multiple inheritance. In the multiple inheritance there is a two parents here, and that two parents are inheriting from one child. So parent 1 and parent 2. So a subclass is derived from more than one superclass is what? Multiple inheritance, and Java doesn't support it. Okay, but there's a way to achieve this objective, but exactly it is not multiple inheritance. There's number of things is not supported by the Java, like pointer concept, multiple inheritance, friend function, operator overloading. These are the concepts are not available in Java. Okay, so next, another example of multiple inheritance you can see here: courier company and insurance company. So domestic, international. Again, global courier is extended from the international and insurance company. So it is a multiple inheritance here in global courier. Okay, another example you can see here. So at this level here, like teaching institute, high school and graduate school. So this is a single, right? Again it is a single, but here it is happening double. Means I mean multiple inheritance here. It's not supported by Java now. Okay. So polymorphism you can see here. I explained to you what is a polymorphism now. So there's a two way to implement polymorphism: method overloading and method overriding. Next we'll understand how to declare class, how to declare methods, how to declare create objects and all. So let us understand here declaring class and all. So class is an object. So what is a class? It is a set of attributes and behavior shared by similar object. An object is a tangible entity that may exhibit some well-defined behavior. It has a state, may display behavior, and has a unique identity. So there's a SBI. Every object is having SBI, And because superclass is a base class, subclass is a derived class here, and subclass inherits all the attributes and behavior from the superclass. And there's a two type of inheritance, as I explained earlier also, like it is a single inheritance and multiple inheritance. So in multiple inheritance, more than one superclass. Declaring a class, how you can declare a class now? And before understanding this, you can look at here. Let us say you're writing one class here and writing here say class student, open and close. Okay. Now inside that you're writing here int a roll number, and then you're writing a string name, and then you're writing here int age. Okay. And then you're writing here void except, and then you're writing void something display, some open and close. So what I said, a class is a set of attributes and behavior. So we can say these are the attributes. These are the attributes, right? And what about this? This is called what? Behavior. This is called behavior. We can also call method, function, okay, routines, procedure. All these are same. In some different language, there is a different name we are having. In the OOPS concept, we call it behavior and method. But in C++, we call it function. In basic, we call it routine. In Visual Basic, we call it procedure. So it is all same. In this side, we talk about attributes. It is also called properties. And then it is called, we can say, characteristics. Okay. Or you can just say class variable. All it is same. In C++, we call this is member data, and this is a member function, right? That is what class. So class is a set of attributes and behavior. Okay. Next we'll see here now declaring a class. So declaring a class, data members and behaviors are defined inside the class body. Just we have seen now, right? So we can write here accessifier, modifier, class keyword, and then class name. These two are optional. Accessifier are what? So instead of accessifier, we can use some like public, we can use private, we can use protected. If we are not using anything, it is a default. So these are only four stuff we use with the accessifier. Now if we talk about the modifier, we are having lot of modifiers like abstract, okay, native, we are having say final, static, okay, synchronized, transient. But at what places we will use, I will tell you. Not all these things we cannot use at this place. But these are the modifiers and these are the access file which we can use, but here it is optional. Now creating an object, you can just say class name and object name. Let us have class student, so we can say student S. Okay, so we can write here like we declare one integer value student S and then we can write semicolon. So S is my object of a student class. Now next, how we can declare access file? So as I just said, we are having public, private, protected and default. Look at this table here. It is saying that private, no modifier means default, and protected means protected and public. So if you are using these variables inside a class, in the same class, you can use all these type. But if you are using same package subclass, I mean there's a pack 1 and pack 2. So two packages there. In pack 1 I have a subclass. So subclass cannot access the private data, rest they can access it. Same package non subclass, okay, it is also private, it cannot access, but rest they can access it. Now I have a different package. Let us have p2, another folder where I have some class, and that class is a subclass of this class. So private, we cannot access. No modifier, default. Default means it is only within a package. Outside package you cannot access it. So you can just access protected and public. If it is different package or non subclass, so you can just access public data. You cannot access all these three type of data. So this is what a table of access file and public, you understood, private. So public means data members, methods or class can be accessed by any object. Private, it will be uses in a same class only. Protected, data members are accessible to the subclass of the class in which they are declared. Default access of class is friendly. We don't write friendly keyword here, but if we are not writing anything, default is I can say default access or no modifiers or friendly kind of things. Okay. Next we can say declaring data members. So again we are having access file, modifier, data types and variables. So whenever declaring variable, at that time also you can write public static int x. Okay, so you can write the code like this. I just say, let us say you're writing public static int x equal to 10. So you're declaring one variable and saying public static. What it mean? It can be used by any class, any other class, any subclass. Static means I need not to create object of this class. I can call directly through the class and it will shared by all the objects. Another example, let us have a public final. Public final int p equal to 2. So now public final p means what? It is a 20 value assigned to p which can be used by any other class, any subclass, non subclass, different package subclass, non subclass we can use. But no one can change the value of p, means p is 20, so it will always 20 only. They can just access it. If they will try to make it p30 or p25 something, they cannot do. It is not possible. Why? Because here it is a final. I have final. Okay. So these are the modifiers which we can use with the variables. So declaring a style is same with the class, method and variable. Here again access file modifier, but it is optional. It's up to you. And there's a return type, method name, argument list. So this is a signature for declaring a method. Okay. You just have one example, public static void main, if you remember, public static void main and a string a, right? And we pass array and this right like this. So public is expire, modifier, void return type, main is a method name, this is argument list, right? So we can all pass. But again, this is optional. It depends on you whether you want to use or not and how you want to expose your data or methods. Accessing data, it is very simple. We are having dot operator which help us to call. Okay. So you can write just let us say I have one student class. So we can say student s object I can create here and then say s equal to new student and then I can write here s dot say there's a number variable equal to 10. Okay, s dot name equal to sun, something like that. Okay, now if we are having some method I can write here just same s dot method name. So I can write like s dot say there's a method disp, so I can write s dot disp. I can call the methods here. So dot operator is only here in C++. We are having arrow operator, but here it is not. So we can just call through the dot operator here. Now there's a concept of, if we are calling method, we have a concept of call by value and call by reference. So if you're passing some any primitive type in your method, then it is a call by value. If you're passing any reference type in your argument, method argument, then it is a call by reference. So in call by value, called and calling method both maintain the separate copy. So it doesn't affect the calling or caller methods. But in call by reference, both are sharing the copy of variables. So if calling or called method change, calling method will get reflected. So that is what call by value and call by reference here now.